Hey there guys, what is going on? Today is a very big day for Call of Duty fans around the world. Of course, Warzone has been added, but we do have another patch notes reading for the multiplayer as well, so we're going to do that while we wait for our game to down... Wait, what's this? It says play. He's actually downloaded it in time. Unbelievable. But yeah, we're going to go over the patch notes first before we do jump into any of the Warzone stuff, because this is very, very important to me, and I do like to keep you guys informed with what is going on with these patch notes. So, starting as always with the playlist update, we have added Search and Rescue, which I imagine this is kind of similar to Search and Destroy. I'm not 100% sure exactly what this is. Let me just do a quick Google search and I'll tell you. So apparently, Search and Rescue is a cross between Search and Destroy and Kill Confirmed, where two teams battle and drop tags when killed. The difference between Search and Rescue being obtaining a teammate's dog tag will revive them, where if an enemy grabs them, they'll be eliminated from the round. That's kind of cool. That's fairly interesting, but not something that I'm probably too interested. I don't really like to play those slower game modes too much. We do have a Mayhem, Mosh Pit, 10v10, Grind, Drop Zone, and Cranked. That's pretty cool. Love to see those sort of lesser game modes that are still very, very fun to play be chucked into their own playlist together, so you just get to enjoy them. Get to enjoy a couple occasion random fun games. Basically, that's it. And we have removed the Boots on the Ground War playlist as well, which is kind of lame. I did enjoy that one. Playing Ground War just is pretty cool without the tanks, I guess. Not too bad. Next, in the general fixes column, we do have a new shotgun, the VLK Rogue. That is this weird looking thing that we did see in the Season 2 note, the flash note thing. Basically, this was the gun that looks kind of weird, but yeah, apparently it's a shotgun. I didn't know that, but it does look kind of cool, and you do unlock it through a challenge again, which is going to be, you need to get 7 kills with a fully loaded shotgun, so 5 different attachments in 15 different games, which is really, really simple. Like, it's not too difficult to do that at all, so it'll be pretty easy to pull this one off. It's just going to take 15 games basically, and then you get this new shotgun. I'm not 100% sure if it's any good or not. It sounds and looks cool, but we will have to wait and see. And then once we do know, we'll make a video on it to show you the best class setup for it. They fixed some bugs. Of course, there's always bug fixes in these updates. There was fixed a bug to prevent respawning after a DEF CON nuke had been set off in Realism Ground War. Interesting. Imagine just coming back and seeing everyone dead, just like there's nobody else alive because they all got nuked. Increased damage to Juggernauts when being hit by a thermite crossbow. Kind of cool. Always nice to see the crossbow get some love. Various exploit fixes, including fixes to Hackney Yard and Piccadilly. Fair enough. Fix for a bug where a different pistol other than the one equipped would appear when climbing a ladder. Oh, that's interesting. I've actually noticed that before. Sometimes, this is where I get this from, the ladder on Rust. Basically, you'll climb the big one and you'll see somebody on the mid platform on your right. So you'll turn around, you try and shoot him with your pistol, and you'll pull out something completely random rather than the one you have, which is just... that's dumb. So it's good that they fixed that. Fix a bug where any charm used alongside the MP7 Bengal variant would clip through the weapon. Okay, fair enough. Various Ground War exploit fixes, you'll love to see that. Fix for a bug where a constant yellow high alert screen would persist after death if the player died while the perk was granted via Specialist. Interesting. That sounds like the most inconvenient thing in the world. Like, you get the perk via Specialist and you die, and then suddenly you just don't get to play the game anymore. Fixed a bug in the after action report that would display 0 in the challenge field even if a challenge had been completed. Fair enough, not too much of a big deal. Fixed a bug that would spawn players elsewhere on the map after using attack insert near the crawl space on Rust. Interesting. I didn't know that was happening. I don't use the tack inserts too often. They're kind of a bit lame for me, but yeah, that's kind of cool. Fixed a bug in Giant Infection mode that spanned radio VO across all teammates when a player is a driver or passenger. Ah, so they would have just been like spamming voice lines when they were on the when people were on the like ATVs and stuff on like Anaya Palace or whatever. Basically, there was just screaming going on from the and everyone could hear it. That's silly. Fixed a bug that allowed players to deploy throwable field upgrades during the round countdown. After the countdown ends, the player would still have another field upgrade available. Interesting. It's always nice to see these things get fixed when they are just like basically just dumb, you know? Added option to toggle a square or circular minimap. Oh, that's kind of cool. I might change my minimap to circular or square. I think a square one would be pretty nice. I'll try it and see what happens. COD League has restricted the 357 snake shot in the COD public playlist, which is kind of cool. I guess I think the snake shot would probably be banned in the COD League because it's too powerful. So good to see those two things line up. We had a couple of different changes to the weapons here, nothing too drastic, but something that probably does needed to be done for a little while. We've got some changes to the 725 sawed-off barrel. Increased the movement speed, increased the ADS spread, reduced ADS damage, reduced far damage range, and extended very lethal close damage range. So what this means is they have increased your movement speed, so you move a little bit faster with this barrel. They've increased your spread as well, which makes you a little bit less reliable. It's sort of shooting those bullets when you aim down sight, the spread will be a little bit further. Reduce the ADS damage, which is interesting. I didn't know there was an actual damage multiplier that changed when you aim down sight, but okay. Reduced far damage range, fair enough. Okay, I'm not 100% sure like whether that's going to be super relevant. I mean, like shooting at far ranges has never been the 725 super strong point. Like yeah, you'd occasionally get some nutty one-shot kills from across the map, but recently it's more sort of in just mid-range fights, so maybe it'll make it a little bit further in, and extending the very lethal close range damage doesn't really mean too much. Like you'll get one-shot kills like further out slightly from where you normally would. I guess it's sort of a little bit ambiguous how that's worded. Like extended very lethal close range damage. I mean, it's a shotgun. It one-shots anyway, so I'm not sure if it's going to make it too much of a difference. But because I actually did update the game, I did go in there and test this earlier. And the 725 is still pretty good. So I'm definitely still going to be able to make... I've been wanting to make another 725 class setup for you guys for a little while now. And with these changes, I saw them this morning. I'm like, oh no, my plans are ruined. And then it turned out to be fine. Like I went in to do a game earlier and it's still fine. It's still dumb. So no, not to worry there. We have a fix for the Ram 7 variant, the Corruptor, not allowing the use of any sniper scopes. I didn't know that was a thing. Fixed a bug that could create an infinite ammo glitch on the Model 680. I didn't know about that either. Updating the ammo description to the Bludgeoner LMG and the Skullhammer shotgun. Fix for a bug when using the NVG thermal scope on the Grau would cause a graphical bug. Okay, it's nice when they fix the little bugs, I guess. A bunch of missions and challenges stuff. Anything important there? Not really. Fixed a bug that prevented players from being able to use finishing moves on the AI. I don't care about that. Special operations stuff doesn't really interest me too much. Leaderboards have been added. Special operations camera fixed. Hostages will be reset. Nothing super interesting here. Like, just a bunch of fixes for special operations, which I'm not too fussed about. Like, I know they're fun, but sometimes they're a little bit of a hassle. And like, if you get up to like the last mission that takes half an hour, like you get up to the last part of the mission and it's taking you half an hour to get there and you die, you have to start again. So, I mean, it's challenging, but it's still not really a game mode for me. I sort of more prefer shooting other real people, but that's just me. Keyboard and mouse has now a contextual menu is now displayed when keyboard and mouse player right click on usernames in the social menus party tab. Okay, fair enough. It's always nice to see them adding some keyboard and mouse love, basically. Like, I'm not 100% sure exactly why that needs to be added, but whatever, man. It's cool. Several fixes to prevent crashes and improve stability on PC. I've been actually crashing a lot with the most recent update. Like, the update before this, I was actually crashing a fair bit. Like, my game would just freeze. Like, I'd be in a chopper gunner, and it'd freeze. I just wouldn't get any kills. And then I'd be running around normally, and it'd freeze, and I'd just crash. So, hopefully that does mean... Like, I mean, they say that every single time, like several fixes to prevent crashes and improve stability, but they say that every time, so whether that actually does anything or not, I don't know. New PC players that are using the latest Battle.net client now have access to a simple one-click way of creating their Activision account using their Battle.net credentials. That's kind of neat. It's kind of neat to see, again, some PC love, basically, and fixed a few cases where certain social menu pop-ups messages would display incorrectly in higher aspect ratios. Nothing super interesting there, but... we have a new weapon, and we have sort of 725 changes, sorry. And yeah, that's about it. We got some playlist updates and stuff. But other than that, there's not too much going on in this particular update. They're more focused on the Warzone update for the most part with this. I knew there was going to be some patch notes, and this is what we did get, which is cool that they've added a new gun as well. I do enjoy that a lot. But yeah, that was a quick rundown of the March 10/11 patch notes for you guys. Hopefully you do enjoy this and you're not too busy playing Warzone to check out this video. I do appreciate it when you guys do watch them, always. But yeah, let's try and get this one to like 5 likes or so. I'm not 100% sure if anybody's actually going to watch this. They're probably all going to be too busy playing Warzone. But yeah, let's try and get this one to 5 likes. It does help me out an awful lot, letting me know that you guys are enjoying the videos. We are, of course, dangerously close to 500 subscribers now. We're still working away, and I do appreciate everyone who does click that subscribe button. So make sure you do click that subscribe button with those notifications turned on so you don't miss any more of my videos. I will see you in the Warzone soon, guys. Bye!